Doctor, what is osteoarthritis? And please tell us, what are the different kinds of osteoarthritis? Thank you po, Doc.
Okay. Basically, hello, can you hear me? Yes. For osteoarthritis, basically, it is the inflammation of the joints o pagmamaga ng mga kasukasuan. It can be in any joint, maliit, malaki, hips, knees, at kung saan during our osteoarthritis, napupudpud yung cartilage, which causes the pain. Pwede siya sa tuhod, balakang, shoulder, etc. There are different types of osteoarthritis, pwedeng dahil due to old age, wear and tear, due to previous trauma, infection, or even autoimmune. But I think for today, we will be focusing more on what we call degenerative osteoarthritis. Yan yung most common cause, most common arthritis form.
Attorney, maganda itong topic natin.
Ay, nako.
Degenerative, pagtanda.
Miss Annie, kahit isang buong araw nating pag-usapan to, hindi ako mauubusan ng tanong. Okay. Dr. Christian,
yes, po.
Bago ko po kayo ibigay kay Ma'am Annie, ano po ang kinaiba ng osteoarthritis sa arthritis? Ayan. Sige, Doc.
So, ulitin ko lang. Yung difference between arthritis and osteoarthritis, actually, ang osteoarthritis is a form of arthritis. When you say arthritis means arthro is the joint. Itis is inflammation. So basically, arthritis is inflammation or pagmamaga sa mga kasukasuan, be it the knee, hip, shoulder, etc. or even the small joints. Pag sinabi mong osteoarthritis, also called degenerative osteoarthritis, yun yung type ng arthritis caused by wear and tear or yung pagpudpud or pagkiskisan ng tuhod due to the prolonged pagkiskisan over time. No? Common siya sa mga more elderly population or people who would overuse their joints. Parang overuse injuries as well. But for today, I think we'll be focusing more on the degenerative type of osteoarthritis.
Ayun, degenerative type of osteoarthritis. Okay. Now, I will give you to Ma'am Annie Rentoy because I'm sure she also has some questions for you. Ma'am Annie, go ahead po.
Alam mo, nakakatuwa itong topic natin ito dahil, Doc, honestly, tinatamaan na kami dito, Doc, ha? Hindi lang kami nagsasabi doon sinabi mo, we look young, pero sa totoo lang, may mga nararamdaman na rin po kami, Doc. Kala ko nga, hindi totoo yan eh. Ha? Pero pag tungtong ko doon, naku po, totoo pala ito. Okay, Doc, ayan. Bakit po, sabi niyo may explanation kayo, pagtanda, hindi talaga maiiwasan. Bakit nawawala ito yung explain nyo na cartilage na ito sa ating tuhod? Ano yung dahilan? Bakit napupudpod? Bakit nauubos? Yung iba naman, hindi naman nauubos. Bakit nauubos ito sa isang tao, Doc? Ha? Sige nga po. Especially, di ba yun sa tuhod? Ha? Subukan mo, attorney, yung mag-exercise ka, baka limang ano ka. Pagkatapos, sakit na, di ba po? Kung dati-rati, pwedeng 100 times. Pero teka muna, nabawasan, bakit 50 na lang? Sumasakit na yung tuhod mo. Yan ba'y tanda ng pagkaubos ng cartilage na yun, Doc? Because you reach that age already. I mean, anong age yun? Nandun na tayo. Senior na tayo, Doc. Sige po. Doc Christian? Sige nga po.
It's very hard to give a specific age or number, no? For when you develop osteoarthritis. But generally, above the age of, let's say, 65 years old, halos kalahati ng mga tao meron ng findings sa x-rays ng osteoarthritis. Speaking of the knee, yung osteoarthritis of the knee, kaya siya sumasakit kasi napupudpud yung cartilage na sinasabi nyo, yung protection at the ends of our knees. Napupudpud siya due to different factors. It could be, mainly overuse, wear and tear. Para siyang gulong ng kotse or talampakan ng sa sapatos. Napupudpud within time. No? Other risk factors include yung family. No? If you have a family history of osteoarthritis, kung maaga nagkaka-arthritis sa ibang relatives, you may be also prone to osteoarthritis. Also included would be weight. Sa mga obese, yung mga living an unhealthy lifestyle, kumakain ng mga patients with high BMI, kumakain ng maraming food high in cholesterol, dahil mabigat tayo, mas early napupudpud ang cartilage. And once that cartilage thins out o napupudpud at nagkikiskisa na yung buto, then will come in yung mga inflammation, pagmamaga, kirot, kulang sa galaw, kulang sa nahirapan tumayo after a prolonged sitting or standing, etc. Yung like you said earlier, osteoarthritis should be not really prevented, but you should prolong when you will get the osteoarthritis. Yan ay by living a healthy lifestyle, developing your muscles, eating healthy food, exercising your joint. Kasi dun, by that way, we are able to produce the synovial fluid o yung parang langis sa tuhod. And by keeping our muscles healthy, siya yung nagsusuporta sa tuhod natin para hindi siya magkiskisan. No?
Okay. Attorney Dot, bago ko ibigay sa inyo, parang nangangahulugan at attorney is interesado ako dito Kaya, di ba sinasabi, napupudpud dito. May binanggit si Dr. Christian a while ago na pwedeng overuse, pwedeng kung may pamilya ka na may ganito at nakakain mo yung mga hindi dapat, overweight ka, mga tipong ganon. Ngayon, may binanggit kayo, kung ikaw ay mayroon kang mga exercise, nangangahulugan ba yun, Doc? Makakatulong yun na hindi maubos yung cartilage na yun? Kung may exercise ka on a daily basis, hindi ba yan masasabi na overuse na ito? Sige nga, Doc, explain nyo ito. Kasi some are doing exercise para hindi nila ito maranasan. Okay, sapat na ba yan para masabi natin, pag kayo nag-exercise, hindi maubos yung cartilage nyo at hindi kayo magkakaroon ng ganitong klaseng sakit? Clarify that, Doc Christian. Thank you very much po.
Thank you. So, first of all, arthritis kasi, exercise per se, you could be exercising, pwede kayong tumatakbo, gumagalaw sa bahay, but it could be not targeting the correct muscles. Kung makikita nyo po, for example, sa mga osteoarthritis of the knee, ang pinaka-common na makikita nyo ay yung mga pasyenteng sakang or nagkaka-space in between their knees. And first pain that they would feel is usually in the inner parts of their knees. Once they feel this pain, actually late na, very late na. Makikita mo nag-iiba yung lakad ng patient para ma-prevent yung weight bearing over the inner side of their knees. Ibig sabihin nun, matagal nang nagkikiskisan yung tuhod. So when you do exercise, it needs to be targeted. For example, we have a muscle called the VMO or the vastus medialis oblique. Siya yung muscle sa inner part ng thigh natin that would help us straighten our knee. And this is a very important muscle na sinistrengthen din kapag to prevent or osteoarthritis. Kasi kapag weak ang muscles, for example, weak ang muscles na nagsusupport sa tuhod, ang nangyayari, nagbabanggaan. With each step, mas lalong nagbabanggaan. So if you alter the kinematics o yung tamang galaw ng tuhod by not developing your muscles correctly, yun yung magkakos ng early onset osteoarthritis. And I want to correct na lahat tayo eventually halos magkakaroon ng osteoarthritis. It just differs when and kung symptomatic o kung meron tayong symptoms or not. Pero lahat talaga will have some form of degeneration.
Okay. Thank you for that, Dr. Christian. Maraming salamat po. Attorney Dot, balik ko sa inyo si Dr. Christian. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. I hope that I will be allowed to ask my own personal question, which I know you would be interested in also, Miss Annie, and also the other people of my age.
Yes.
Ako po kasi, Doc, etong taon lang na ito po ako nakaramdam ng sakit, no? After nung concert po namin na ako po ay nagsasasayaw ng nagsasasayaw. But I thought, since I am very active, I'm sure si Ma'am Lynn Apinado, mas bata po yan sa akin ng maraming taon, very active po yan, tumatakbo po yan. Ako, I was very active before. Yung po bang active dati, mas malaking chance na ikaw ay magkaroon ng osteoarthritis like yung mga runners po natin. Like if you saw, of course, Kaloy Yulo, everybody's talking about him. Eh kung makatalon-talon yon, parang kawawa rin yung knees niya, hindi po ba? And for those active people, ano po ang dapat gawin as early as now? So, Ma'am Lynn Apinado, para sa iyo po ito. Thank you po, Doc. Di ba? Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Well, yes, we have overuse injuries. So, yung very active, especially when you were young, may predispose you also to osteoarthritis. It depends. Jumping, running, landing from very high heights will put more weights on our joints. Pwede sa tuhod o sa balakang. And this may hasten the development of arthritis. Kaya usually, when we get patients na, for example, masyadong obese or overweight, hindi muna namin sila sinasabihan na tumakbo or tumalon, jumping jacks, etc. We have to drop their weight to a certain point before they can do load-bearing exercises. No? Good thing for the joint is kapag ginagalaw ang joint, tinitiklop ang tuhod, dinidiretso ang tuhod, that is also when we produce our own lubricant or synovial fluid. So yun yung types ng exercises that we would recommend for patients with osteoarthritis. Non-load-bearing types of exercises. Pwedeng mga swimming, pwedeng yoga, kahit yung mga low impact such as Zumba, yes, it's very helpful. And depending on the stage, I'm sure a lot of doctors will also recommend physical therapy. No? And physical therapy is guided exercise by a licensed physical therapist. This way, ma-target yung specific muscles that need to be targeted. So, first thing I actually, personally, for a lot of my patients with osteoarthritis, I feel their inner thighs. You can feel your inner thigh. If you are symptoms of osteoarthritis in the inner side of your knee, more often or not, manipis na yung muscle mo sa inner thigh mo. And that is yun yung consequence. Yun ang nangyayari. Dahil masakit, iniiwasan natin gamitin yung muscle na yun kasi masakit. So nagiging, yung lakad natin, we would transfer our body to one side, which is also counterproductive kasi hindi natin pinapalakas yung muscle na yun. And that will cause the instability o yung parang looseness ng tuhod. And yung looseness in time will hasten the arthritis.
Okay, Doc, very good response. And before I give to you, Ma'am Annie, no, ako talaga meron na no? But it's still mild. But some people, dahil napabayaan, grumabe ng grumabe, do you recommend yung pong pagpapalit ng knees or knee replacement for people with really, really bad knees, Doc? Or para sa inyo, as much as possible, wag palitan. What is your answer to that, Doc?
First of all, it would depend on the stage of the arthritis. Usually, early stage arthritis, yung mga milder forms, they can be prolonged or nahi-heal siya with simple low-dose pain medication, exercise, weight loss, physical therapy. Some doctors would even include some form of intra-articular injection sa tuhod. Now, there are many types of forms of treatment, and these are conservative treatments. Although, sa mga later stages, mga stage 3, stage 4, in yung mga merong osteoarthritis, it is inevitable that magkikiskisan. There will come a point na hindi gagana talaga ang gamot, hindi gagana talaga ang injection, hindi gagana ang mga brace, etc. If yung patient ay nakaramdam siya ng simptomas na masakit na hindi nawawala or pabalik-balik at nagkikiskisa ng tuhod, the only solution to the osteoarthritis would be changing it to an artificial knee or total knee replacement. Now, here in the Philippines, it is not as common in the Philippines compared to other countries. Pero in worldwide, total knee replacement for osteoarthritis is one of the most common arthroplasty procedures that orthopedic surgeons do. So yes, I do recommend.
Okay.
I do recommend total knee replacement kasi it improves their lifestyle. So hindi siya maganda na operahan pag matanda na, pag mahina na. Hindi. You have to do the surgery early when you feel pain para maganda yung buhay mo right after. You prolong your life and you prolong what you do.
Okay. I think that's a very good medical advice, Doc. Thank you so much. Miss Annie, alam ko may itatanong ka pa dyan. Sige lang, go ahead po.
Thank you very much, Attorney Dot. I was listening attentively dito sa paliwanag ni Doc Christian na kapag talaga hindi na daw hindi pwede yung injection, kailangan na ng total knee replacement. Naku po. Sige. Pero sabi naman niya, pwede yan gawin pag medyo bata-bata ka pa para at least mas lalong magiging maganda yung buhay mo. Parang ibig sabihin
alam mo, Miss Annie.
Yes, Attorney. Yes, Attorney.
I want to comment on that. Kaya sinabi ko na very good medical advice. Kasi kapag pinabayaan mo yon, hindi ka na makalakad sa sobrang sakit, nakaupo ka na lang lagi, nakahiga ka na lang lagi, wala na, yung total health mo, yung buong katawan mo manghihina. So yung sinasabi ni Doc, habang bata ka pa, masama na talaga yung knees mo, palitan mo na para pwede ka na ulit maglakad, magsayaw and everything at makaka-exercise ka na. So, ito po, Doc, talagang i-share ko po sa mga kaibigan ko na merong problema sa knees nila na matindi na. Sige, Miss Annie, go ahead with your question.
Thank you very much, Attorney Dot. Okay. Doc Christian, again, kanina mayroon ka nang diniscuss dito. Paki-emphasize niyo ulit po para sa kapakanan ng may mga ganitong klase na nararanasan. Paano nga ma-diagnose? Paano ma-diagnose at paano yung treatment, management ng ganitong klaseng sakit, especially kung ang tama nito na doon sa knee natin? Doc Christian?
Okay,
Thank you.
First and foremost, kung meron silang nararamdaman na kirot, any pain or something, anything normal, always have a consult with your doctor. Syempre, prevention is still the best. Preventing a disease is better than treating a disease. Katulad ng sinabi nyo kanina sa neurology case, it's better and cheaper to prevent. Second, yung mga sakit na nararamdaman pag osteoarthritis would be usually pain and prolonged standing, yung kirot sa tuhod pag nakatayo ng matagal, hindi na masyado nakakalakad ng malayo, may parte sa tuhod na pag pinipindot, masakit, may narinig na nagkikiskisan o nag-grate, parang nagkikiskisan sa tuhod pag tinitiklop o dinidiretso. There could be on and off swelling, pagmamaga. Minsan may kirot, mamaga, maling apak, mamaga, tas eventually mawawala, tas babalik ulit. Kulang sa galaw sa tuhod, and yung pag-iba ng hugis ng tuhod. Pwede siyang maging sakang, pwede siyang maging piki. Most commonly, yung sakang, nagiging open, yung knees, nag-widen apart. So whenever you feel these symptoms, first consult your doctor, and then the doctors will usually, maybe minimum will have a knee x-ray done. And kapag nakita na meron kayong osteoarthritis, they will tell you the stage. Mild ba siya? Severe ba siya? And yung mga gamot, and depending on the symptoms, and depende kung first time mo lang naramdaman, ito yung treatment options ay mag-iiba. So early on, For example, very mild osteoarthritis. Ganun. We will not reiterate it enough. It's always diet and proper exercise, proper targeted exercise. Hindi pwedeng just you exercise on your own. Dapat yung tamang muscle in-exercise and tamang joints in-exercise. Posibleng bigyan ka ng mga gamot ng doktor, just to ease the pain. Pwedeng tableta or yung iba topical, may pinapahid. Meron din yung dinidikit na type of pain medication, pain meds to relieve the pain. Some doctors would, in yung mga not severe types of osteoarthritis, some doctors would utilize some forms of injections. It is a very broad scope of, so maraming klaseng injections. Personally, hindi ako masyadong nag-i-inject, no? Kasi most of the time, they end up to end-stage osteoarthritis anyway. But yes, there are also different forms of injections. Steroids, hyaluronic acid, stem cell, PRP, sobrang dami. Wala pa ring magsasabi na ito ang gold standard or yun lahat. Walang doktor na magsasabi na gagana siya at hindi babalik ang arthritis. Kasi walang naka-prove na injection. So lahat yan, it may be temporary. And once na dumating sa punto na tumasakit at hindi nawawala sa gamot, that's the time when kailangan palitan. Tanggalin yung cartilage na nagkikiskisan, going artificial. And that way, hindi na ma-feel yung kirot na nararamdaman dati. And you can go
Have you noticed, Attorney Dot, napaka-honest ni Dr. Christian sa kanyang mga recommendations, ha? Gusto namin magpasalamat. Very honest talaga si Doc Christian. Attorney Dot, isa na lang, bago ko ibalik sa inyo. Doc Christian, paano mo masabi na prolong yung standing mo? Halimbawa, ito yung ito yung trabaho nyo. Paano mo masabi na prolong yung standing? How many hours para masabi natin?
Ay, well, wala
mahabang oras na dapat,
wala namang prolonged standing. Do you mean feeling the pain?
Alimbawa, ito na yung nature ng work mo, nakatayo ka. Let's say, for example, attorney, ang sinasite kong example dito, yung mga trabaho ng mga nando doon sa mga malls. Hindi naman yan umuupo eh. Hindi allowed yan na umupo. Laging nakatayo yan. But uupo lang yan kapag pupunta doon sa CRN at makakain. Ano po? Pero napakahaba ng panahon na kanilang ginugugol para sila tumayo. Pangalawa, ano yung sinasabi ninyo? Sales lady, security guard. Grabe yung ganung klaseng trabaho nila, Attorney Dot. Pangalawa, may sinasabi si Doc Christian na kailangan mayroon exercise na targeted talaga. Targeted yung mga joints natin. Does it mean, Doc, na kailangan, bago ka mag-start ng isang exercise, dapat guided ka ng isang doktor na katulad nyo, Attorney, Doc Christian? Thank you very much po.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Doc? Nawala si Doc, no? Pero,
technical.
Okay.
Ayan, andyan na, Attorney Doc.
Technical,
okay.
Wala. Yeah.
Doc Christian, are you there? Okay, sayang.
Alam mo, Miss Annie, bumalik si Doc, sasabihin niya yung sagot. Pero ang answer doon is, I think dapat talaga guided. You know why? If you exercise it without the guidance of a doctor na nakakaalam, no? Like si Doc, no, na guest natin, mamawali ka, baka maaaring maging mas malala yung condition ng knees mo. Anyway, nandiyan na si Doc.
Agree.
Go ahead, Doc.
Well, I only got kanina yung about standing, no? So if your work entails na parating nakatayo, I still at least 5 minutes an hour stretching. Stretch your knees, stretch your feet, your back. Kasi we weren't made para to stay in one position for a very long time. So kaya kailangan parating gumagalaw.
Ayan.
You can always
Go, please.
sorry. You can always compare yourself to yung mga athletes. For example, yung Olympics ngayon. Dahil very conditioned ang katawan nila, they rarely get muscle pain from staying in a prolonged position, in one position for a long time. No? Ganun din ang osteoarthritis. Kailangan parating ginagalaw. Keeping the joint healthy. Right? Eating the proper food.
Okay. Doc,
Thank you for that.
Okay. Nako, nabigyan pa tayo ng konti pang time. Doc, meron kang sinabi kanina na may iba-ibang stages yan. Merong mild, merong severe. Okay, pag sinabi po ninyong mild, yung medyo sumasakit-sakit lang every now and then, tama po ba, Doc? Ano po ang advice po ninyo kapag mild pa lang ang osteoarthritis? Kunwari sa knees po. Let's focus on the knees.
For example, for the knees, sa mild osteoarthritis, especially sa mga, for example, on the heavy side, a little obese. Ang sabi nga nila, even if you decrease your weight by around 10%, 30% of patients, about 30% of patients will be relieved of the knee pain. So, as simple as offloading yung tuhod would already do wonders for the knee. No? Other than that, yung exercise, physical therapy, eating food, healthy food, green leafy vegetables, iwas sa mga high food with high in carbohydrates, and at the same time, let me just inject it here, although hindi talaga siya a different form of arthritis. Malamang nakakarinig kayo about uric acid, foods high in uric acid.
Yes.
Yes. Uric acid, high uric acid would cause a different type of arthritis that is called gouty arthritis. Pero food, if you keep on eating food with high uric acid, yung nagde-deposit siya sa mga joints. So even with degenerative osteoarthritis, nakadagdag din ng knee pain if you keep on ingesting food na mataas ang in purine o yung mga nagkakos ng high uric acid as well.
Okay, very good. Nako, napakaganda po ng mga advice po ninyo. Very quickly na lang po, Doc, para po dun sa mga gusto po na magkonsulta po sa inyo. Very quick, paano po kayo kukontakin?
Well, here in Pampanga, I'm at Jose B. Lingad Memorial General Hospital. Ito yung government hospital po. Private hospitals, you can see me at Ace Malolos Doctors in Bulacan, Green City Medical Center here in San Fernando, or even at PRI Angeles Medical Center at Angeles. PRI Medical Center at Angeles. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so very much, Doctor, for sharing with us your knowledge, your expertise. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, and we hope to have you back. Dr. Christian Ian Barido, a hip and knee specialist of the Jose B. Lingad Memorial General Hospital. Maraming salamat po, and see you again soon. Thank you po.
Thank you very much po.